Trigger warning, spoiler alert, it's bad bitch o'clock. You are experiencing the Tom Kelly Show. I am one comedian fixing up life down here at Jones Beach Field 6. I am administering a home COVID-19 test. Why? I just came off a great weekend. Partied's a strong word, but went to a Mets game with a bunch of my high school buddies. Decided to sleep over my friend Adam's house, and one of the three guys with whom I slept in the same room as, one of the two men I slept with, came down with COVID-19. So, and here's the deal. All good people, all done ethically, everything's done right. Symptoms showed after I was hanging out with him. The stress isn't that my buddy came down with COVID-19. The stress is that I am staying with my parents for a few days this week. And again, I actually don't care if I get COVID-19. Secretly, I do. I don't want it. But I don't care if I get COVID-19. But what I don't want is to kill mom and dad. I mean, listen, zombie apocalypse comes. Mom's definitely a goner. Probably dad too, though. Dad will take down a few zombies. So here's the funny. My mother probably used 10 different phone numbers to get free COVID-19 tests from President Biden back in February, back when, you remember when the Omicron numbers were up in the air, everybody's about to die of COVID-19. Then Biden says, I'm on top of things. The government's going to help you. Give me 4 weeks and I will start sending out COVID-19 tests to everybody in America. And God bless, he gets things into production. And I'd say 3 weeks later, nobody cared about COVID, and the test came 8 weeks later. But my mother has a bunch of these in the house, and the few times we've been exposed or people in the family have had it, and I've asked them to use it, they kind of said, what do you need that for? If we get it, we get it, whatever. And I don't, whatever. I'm over it. But I, for myself, don't want to kill my parents. And just to show you how good of a person I am, I probably am okay with killing your parents, but not mine. Not mine. I mean, you just know if you have it, maybe you don't stay in a closed space with people. Maybe you take the day off from work. So, I have to now, I think you take one swab and you put it up both nostrils. I actually miss doing this. I have a lot of blockage up here with the snot. And honestly, my right nostril welcomes the occasional COVID test. Yep, there you go. All right, now. Yeah. Okay, now. This thing isn't like my last COVID test. It was something you had to open. I probably should have read the instructions on this. Screw the large cap. Yeah, this is effing crazy. Here's why this whole COVID thing went wrong. We're asking the average idiot to put together nasal IKEA furniture. I mean, look at this. Right now, it's like the instruction says twist the orange part, not the white part of the cap. I mean, the average idiot, and I am the above average idiot, isn't going to figure this stuff out. So the fun part about even getting this test out of my mother's house is now my mother likes to watch TV all day. She's on the sofa a lot. Dad's floating around the house, blah, blah, blah. The COVID tests are above the kitchen sink. I don't want to give anybody a false alarm because honestly, taking this test, I have no symptoms. I'm overreacting taking this test. But a little overreacting is good for America, okay? I don't want the guilt again. Don't want the guilt that I was told I was exposed. And then, blah, 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 killed mom and dad. So, and then blah, 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 killed my elderly parents. Don't I feel like a jerk? So anyway, all you need to know is I keep going to the kitchen. Mom's like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just getting water. Just getting water. Had like 5 glasses of water. Peed all night long. Anyway, honest to God, this was more stressful than stealing a beer out of the fridge in high school. And, because they're just there. They were just there. There was just no quiet moment to go, boop, boop, jam it in your pocket and go. First, let's do 2 fun things as I get ready to go walking here. Thing number 1, On the last couple of shows, some of you guys said you liked the lists. So quick thing that I've been doing a lot lately is I love people who rain on parades. You know, some people call them the Debbie Downers. I love parade rainers. You know, like where someone comes in with big news and then you pop the damn bubble. Like someone comes in and says, I'm pregnant. How do you rain on that parade? Well, I guess you have to have the baby now that Roe vs. Wade is overturned. Some of you guys said you like these lists. I think this is for you, Gail on YouTube and Judy on YouTube. Ready? I'm pregnant. Well, it's kind of hard to have kids now with the baby formula shortage. I got a raise. Well, with inflation, you're gonna need it. I'm going to the movies this weekend. Well, don't see Thor 4. Heard it was awful. You know, other ways I have rained on people's parades. Like here we go, like this guy. You going to the beach, sir? Yeah, just, I think it's gonna rain. It might rain, so bring the umbrella. See, Tom Kelly raining on parades right there.
The umbrella.
There you go, and the man's ready. See, I tried to rain on his parade and I couldn't. That man's always prepared. Now you see that? That's a man so positive I can't rain on his parade. But here we go, ready? Ways Tom Kelly has rained on parades. I've wasted all the July 4th fireworks on July 3rd. Told the kids that Santa converted to Judaism and gave all the Christmas gifts to the Jewish kids for Hanukkah. Ways Tom Kelly has rained on parades. Point out bad weather when someone goes on a tropical vacation. Going to the Bahamas? Oh, it's hurricane season. When someone's in California or New York, I point out the COVID statistics. Oh, you're going to Oklahoma. What are the COVID numbers there? For my nephews, I've been counting down the days till school starts. And it's only July! Other ways Tom Kelly is raining on parades. Whenever an Amy Winehouse song plays, I say, she's dead. And there you go. That's about it. So that's Tom Kelly raining on parades. So the first real stop on the Jones Beach Field 6 tour is the concession stand. They just added alcohol here. They dropped off a giant metal container with windows in it so people can go boozing. And it's nice. You usually come here, you know, this time of year. You have like usually a little earlier in the morning, you have the old people sitting. But nowadays, in this day and age, you know, you can bring your laptop down here. I mean, I've done a few podcasts from down here. I mean, I'm podcasting from here now. You know, that's kind of awesome. So, yeah, fun things as I'm walking to the Jones Beach Boardwalk will be the first thing here. Our friend Z, I don't think I ever learned her last name. She's dating my friend Brian Finley. Z talked about a bar we wound up in Babylon called Mary Carroll's. And I think every town has this. There's the bar you go to and the bar you wind up at. And Mary Carroll's in Babylon, New York, is the bar that people wind up at. Like, I'm trying, you know, like it is. It's like the bar where you go, oh, that one's closed. Oh, that nice one's closed. Oh, that one with the hot chicks is open. No, but Mary Carroll's is open. And Mary Carroll's is the bar where you can see where, you know, we were there on a Sunday night at around midnight to 2 in the morning. And that might even be generous. It might have even been 10 to midnight. But in that couple of hours, you saw all the bar characters. You know, there was us, the 40-something-year-old yuppies. There were college kids there. They were kind of awesome. Or no, just one or two college kids, not so many to make us uncomfortable. And then there was a man, Christian the atheist. He was the creepy bar regular. I'm going to go walk a little bit into the sun because I look hot with a little bit of a morning sun on me. Christian the atheist was that lonely, drug-addicted, alcoholic guy. He looked a little bit like comic book nerd in The Simpsons. And God bless the man. He came over and was just telling the most lewd and off-color jokes.
And then, like, even just forgetting his name, it was just painful and weird. Hey, you guys, you know, like, you just kept doing the, yeah, let's not start a bar fight, yeah. How much more of our time do you want to consume? I see these people 3 times a year, but that's what I want to do, is hear your stupid jokes for 20 minutes. And what's your name? I'm Christian the Atheist. Thank you, Christian the Atheist of Mary Carol's Bar in Babylon, New York. Thank you for sucking 15 minutes out of the 2 hours I have a year with my friends. But it was a fun night. I got to see a lot of my high school pals. I don't get to see that often. Okay, guy on a bike playing the radio, where literally riding right past the no radio sign. I hate white people. So this also is a quick shout out to our friend Joey Cola, the warm-up comedian to the stars. Joey Cola was like, Tom, I like the podcasts where you get out and do something. He said he likes my smile. And Joey had a couple of great, interesting lines. That the big one being that crowds get crowds, as far as me doing more stand-up and maybe doing my own shows where I can promote myself. Crowds get crowds, and I forget what the other line of wisdom was. He's fun. He's full of a lot of wisdom. So our regular listener, Dan Stanton, says to our friend, Brian Kist, another regular listener, to our friend Dan Freilich, who doesn't really listen to the show and may have infected me with COVID-19. Dan Stanton, who could not come, sends a message through my friend Brian to Dan Freilich to send Dan Freilich my best. And we all had this kind of a moment of, what the hell does it mean when you send your best? Your best what? Your best cookies? Your best sandwiches? You know, like what does it mean? What does it mean when you send someone your best? Like, yeah. Like, and then what does it mean when you don't say, I'm sending my best? Like, you know, I always say send my regards. But now sending my best. Do you send your best? I guess that's a question. Actually, if I were asking questions for you to comment in on the YouTube or in one of the Facebook groups, is what does it mean when you send someone your best? Where is your bar that you always wind up at, but you never actually go to on purpose? And yeah.
You know, we just met, and she said, you know.
So the other funny thing that I kind of realized after hanging out with Brian Kiss this weekend was how jarring the Long Island accent can be, especially when you come down here. Look, I mean, they're serving booze at like 11 in the morning. No, 10 in the morning. There you go. Booze, ready to go, 10 in the morning. What more do you want in a beach trip, people? So my friend Brian Kiss is like, Tom, I really have trouble with the Long Island accent. And yeah, you hear it just on this walk. There's this woman like, well, if Manvano can have 10 people in their condo, we got to cap it at 10. We'll cap it at 10. You can only, like, one woman's negotiating with her condo board. Another woman, I don't know, she just used the word, and a stranger asked me for their number. I mean, it's just, these are things. The weird thing about being at home is you start to forget the details of being at home. And as I'm closing in on the car again, another like quarter mile away from the car to find out my COVID test results. The best part of the night was probably when the party was ending. My friend Tony brought his car to the bar. He wasn't drinking. And it was probably a mile walk back to Adam's house. And Tony's like, I can drive all of you home, but if there was 5 of us, okay, there was room for 5 in the car, barely. It was a Jeep just like mine. And there were 6 of us. So we jammed in one too many people into the car. And my friend Adam laid across all of our laps, which is why I'm getting tested for more than just COVID today. But joke aside, it was just like, it was a fun, young thing to do at 40 something. You know, I hate acknowledging my real age, 40 plus 6. But yeah, I hate acknowledging my age, but it was nice to feel young. All right, Car's right there. I swear, we're only a few feet away. If I don't get killed in the parking lot with a selfie stick, we will get this COVID test result right now. Folks, place your wagers. Ready? Grab the door. Does Tom have COVID? The dramatic results right now. Oh. One stripe, ladies and gentlemen, one stripe. That means I am COVID free. So take that, my friend Dan, who got sick with me. So here's what you learn, people. When you sleep with 3 men, get yourself tested, okay? When you sleep with 2 men and have a 3rd man lying across your nether regions in the back of a Jeep, get yourself tested. That's the wisdom for today. Podcast generally on Mondays and Wednesdays, definitely twice a week. There will be a lot of social media surprises. I think I'm taping an interview later this week, so there'll be good stuff for next week. And friends, thank you for taking this journey with me. My name is Tom Kelly. Share the episodes you like. Tell your friends how awesome and funny I am. Like and my stuff on social media. Comment on social media and show love where love can be shown, not just for me, but elsewhere in your life. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, good night, Jones Beach.